Hey everybody, Nathan Ricks here. How are you? Just back on at 10:30 Mountain Time here. We had a bit of a glitch at 8 o'clock this morning on the General's call. My apologies. Just my not quite understanding how to make this Blue Jeans program work while we broadcast on Facebook Live. So here we are now. We're ready to go. I'm just going to make sure we get the feed up, and we'll get a few other people joining us here. Make sure we're all good. And I think that we will be here. Hold on. Make sure we got it going. All right, there it is. We're up and running, actually working. Very good. My name's Nathan Ricks, member of Nu Skin's $20 million circle. Been involved in the business now for 27 and a half years. And very excited today to talk to you a little bit about some new tools and resources that we've created to help you with your social selling on Facebook. It's a very simple program. We focus on one product to begin with, and then it'll expand from there. We've got lots of great things to show you today during the course of the broadcast. We will make sure this is posted at the top of the page on One Team Global so that you can share this and you can watch it a couple of times if need be. I don't think you'll need to. I think it's simple enough that you'll be very impressed and pleased with how easy it is to use. We hope that's the case, and we certainly want to invite your questions and feedback so that we can make it better. And that's our objective all the time. Make it work better and make it easier for you to use. Let me just start off by giving kind of a general statement, I guess, about social selling. Some of you may be surprised that here I am, the guy who's been doing this for 27 and a half years, talking to you about social selling, because I've been known as a person who has done this business, as we would call it, from a recruiting approach, a business recruiting approach. Over the years, we've called that a top-down approach versus a bottom-up approach, which would be kind of a product approach. And that's just the nomenclature we've assigned to it. It doesn't mean anything other than the leaders in our business. But if you're a leader and you're watching, you may be saying to yourself, really, is he going to embrace this low-price product process and program? And the answer to that is yes. I've been watching this now for over a year. I've been trying to understand how it works and why it works. And it is working. And that's why we're having this broadcast today. In years past, I've watched people launch 100-point programs and try to duplicate that through a team of people and traditional methods, and it has not worked. And so now we're dealing with products that are even lower priced than that entry point. And you may be asking yourself, well, why now? Why is it working now? And I think that the answer that I've come up with as I have asked that question of myself is that it's social media. It's the ability to utilize Facebook and other social media networks to reach a lot of people in a very interesting and quick way. It doesn't take any real time or any real investment, and people can plug in and just have literally instant success. Now, it doesn't happen for every person. If you've never been on Facebook, you don't have an account, you have no following, then obviously you don't have any contacts there. So you're going to do the business in maybe a more traditional way, or spend several months building up a Facebook following where you can then start posting. For most people that have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000 followers on Facebook, you're going to find ready success. You're going to be able to make money today. You're going to see how easy it is to do. And my challenge to you is to do it today. Make your first post today, and you'll see what we're talking about as we go through this information today. There's some very interesting pieces to this. And what I have seen in the last, probably 3 months that has really caused me to say, hey, it's time to really incorporate this in what I'm doing in building my Nu Skin business around the world, and I think it's time for you to implement this as well, is that I'm seeing that we've systematized it. We've gotten to a point where we've got not just one pocket here and one pocket there, but we've got lots of people that are having success in this way now, and we're going to teach you how to do it today so that you can absolutely jump on it and start going. Before we jump in, does this mean that the original kind of business recruiting approach or top-down approach does not work anymore? Absolutely not. I mean, that's how I built the business for 27 years, and it absolutely still does work. We can still go recruiting approach with age-lock knees. We can do it with facial spa. We can do it with biophotonic scanners and all the rest of the packages and kits that we have. That all still works just fine. But what I'm seeing now is when we add this component to the front end and we add brand new money into the compensation structure of Nu Skin that it really has not been tapped into at this level before, it changes the entire game. And when you get a lot of people that are really being involved in much bigger numbers, and we bring that into this company and we add that volume into the back end of this compensation plan, it is untouchable. It is something that no one's ever seen before, and it is phenomenal. So that's what we have happening here today. Let's jump right into it now. I want to start off by framing the opportunity for you so you can see what it is. And I'm going to do that by sharing my screen with you, and I'm just going to bring up this slide right here. So you should all be able to see that. We'll confirm as we go through here. So I want to talk about just the market of this, and I've noticed that this actually helps some of the existing leaders to put their mind around it, to wrap their mind around it and figure out what it really means. What are we talking about here? Well, we are having a whitening explosion with ageLOC, it's AP24, AP24 whitening toothpaste. And this is the market we're talking about. This is not just us doing teeth whitening, right? There's a lot of other companies that are doing this. It is a $1.4 billion market. It's massive. And that's just the home treatment segment of the teeth whitening market. We've got a product that creates instant interest. It is automatic. And what's great is, like, unlike other social selling companies, this product appeals to men and women right off the bat. Some other companies are just lipstick or whatever they might be, and that obviously is just going to be women traditionally and typically. This appeals to men and women, children, old people, everybody. They love this product. It solves a long-term problem, which means people are going to continue to have demand for this product all the time, and we'll talk about that. It does the solution. It solves the problem for less money than the existing solutions that are on the market today, and it works better than any of those existing solutions, and we'll show you about that now. Is a white smile important? There's been a bunch of studies that have been done. We'll share some of that data with you right now, but this is kind of your impression, right? Your face is what people focus on when they're talking to you and what they see in a webinar like this or anything else. And so a white smile and a good clean smile becomes really important. That's the impression we make. Coffee and tea and wine and juices, cigarettes, foods, all these things stain our teeth every day. That leads to the ongoing demand for the product. We're constantly staining our teeth. We constantly need to be whitening our teeth. And so this product does this in a more simple and better way than anything else on the market. And so we have this growing market that has emerged to service the demand for this whitening, whiter teeth. Here's some interesting statistics, right? 1.4 billion, as we mentioned before, is spent annually on whitening, and that's just in-home whitening. That's not going to the dentist. That's the next line down there. If you go to the dentist, average cost for a whitening treatment at a dentist, $600. Like, really expensive and painful, actually. Most people come out of that process with their gums hurting for a few days, their teeth very sensitive, right? 18% of people hide their teeth in photographs. They don't smile completely. They're ashamed of either the color or the shape of their teeth or their smile, and so they're self-conscious about it. And boy, talk about giving people confidence when all of a sudden they've got beautiful white pearly teeth there that are, they're proud of and they're happy to show them off. 96% of the people, when they were asked in a survey, do you think it's important to the opposite sex? Are you more attractive to the opposite sex if you have whiter teeth? They had 96% said absolutely. And 74% believe that having an attractive smile can help you in your job success. So the perception, as you ask people about how important their teeth are, their smile is something that's really important to people. Let's talk about who owns the market. Today, we got a Procter & Gamble brand, Crest, that owns 60% of the home whitening market. Think about that. That's like dominant, major dominant share. If you price this out, these things are $35 to $39 at different sites online, Amazon and other places. That's what you're going to pay for Crest whitening strips. Now, these strips are a pain in the butt to use. You got to try to apply them to your teeth. They're hanging off your teeth. They're falling off. They actually strip enamel. And that's because most of these products have harsh chemicals in them that strip the enamel. So you're actually, like stripping enamel off your teeth to try to get them whiter. Our product does not do anything of the sort. It's an amazing product. So when you look at the process, you use whitening strips. Some people get actual trays that they can form to their own teeth themselves, or their dentist forms them to their teeth. They use like gels inside there to whiten their teeth as a bleach, or loaded with peroxide to whiten their teeth. Ends up making their gums very sensitive. Their teeth can't tolerate hot or cold, and it's time consuming. You have to sit there and walk around and have nobody see you while you got your whitening trays in your mouth, or you're trying to not talk to anybody because you can't talk very well. And it's a inconvenient process. So this AP24 toothpaste we have is pretty amazing, right? Removes stains, whitens the smile, no peroxide, no bleaches, will not irritate your teeth or gums. You can drink hot or cold right after. Safe for children over the age of 2 years of age to use this product. I've got a distributor whose teenage daughter was not really consistent brushing. Now she brushes all the time. Her confidence level's been boosted. She's got this amazing, beautiful smile. Saves time. You don't have to do trays or go to treatments or pay huge money to your dentist. You just simply brush your teeth. You do what you're going to do anyway, and you brush twice a day. And by the way, we recommend you dry brush, which means you put the product on your toothbrush and you do not run it under the water before you then put it in your mouth and brush your teeth. You just dry brush and you get faster results. And the results we're seeing, people are taking anywhere from pretty much a week to start seeing real changes. 2 weeks, a lot of changes. And we recommend you have this experience with the product, and we recommend that you post your own before and after pictures. Now, you can post others as well, but we recommend your own because that'll give you the confidence in the product. You'll be blown away. You will love the way this product works on your teeth and how it will whiten them, how it will coat your teeth with these patented ingredients we have in this product, so it prevents plaque from sticking to your teeth. When you go for your next teeth whitening appointment, they're going to say, man, unbelievable. Your teeth are like super clean, like there's hardly anything to scrape off your teeth, no plaque buildup. And this whole thing happens at a much lower cost, virtually 50% less than Crest whitening strips, which are the dominant player in the market. So I think you're starting to see that we've got a great opportunity here. Why am I saying that this is such a massive, attraction? It's like casting this huge net out there over the market. Why do I say that? Like this big funnel to involve people with our products and our business. It's because you think about the traditional objections we get with our regular recruiting business approach, right? I don't have time, I don't have money, or I don't like network marketing. Well, look at that. I don't have any time. Well, this is only going to take about 2 minutes for you to make a post on your Facebook page, and then watch the orders and the profit start to generate and roll into your account. Number 2, I don't have any money. Well, this is self-financing. You don't need any money. All you got to do is post, and you'll have the money in the bank before you ever place an order with the company. I don't like network marketing. Well, that's fine too, but you like making an extra 100, 200, 300, 400 a week, right? Pretty simple to do here. You don't have to do the network marketing part. You can just engage in online social selling. So it's a really simple thing that creates such an open way, like no barriers of entry. It's just anybody can play. And why wouldn't you do it? What do you got to lose? You got nothing to lose other than just a couple of minutes of your time. Make a post and see what happens. So because the barriers are so low, because everybody can play the game, it gets to be really, really exciting. And you can make another 20% commissions on top of your 100% retail profits. You can make 20% commissions on all the toothpaste tubes in your entire business once you become an executive, when your volume's over 3,000 group sales volume. So that starts to be pretty interesting as well. Let's say you've got 3 or 4 people that want to do this with you. They're posting, they're part of your team. If your volume's 5,000 in a month, then you're going to make an extra $1,000, okay? So that's what it means to get 20% commissions. And it's really simple. You can just call people and ask them one question. Do you want to make money today? Like right now? Yes or no? And most people would love to make some extra money. So that's just a little bit about what we've got going on there. Let's do this now. I'm going to stop sharing for just a moment, and we'll just talk for a second. I want to introduce you now to some new resources that we've spent the last month developing to try to get into your hands to make this easy. There's been a lot of misinformation. There's been people feeling like they haven't had access to information. Other teams do, some teams don't. This will solve all of that because we're making it available to everybody worldwide through the OTG.global website, and it's on the North American, the US and Canada page. So I'm just going to walk you right through that so you can see exactly how that happens, and I'm going to bring that up right now. So when you go to otg.global, and you can see that in the upper left corner of the screen here. Actually, you can't see it because I got a screen share with you. Hang on a second here. We'll make sure we get the screen sharing going so you can see that again. Hang on. All right, here we go. So this is what it looks like right here. Whoops, not that one. Here we go. Hang on 1 second. We will get this thing back up here. We're sharing. Okay, here we go. All right, so you'll be able to see this right here now on your screen. So if you look at it, in the upper left corner, we have otg.global. That's the URL for the website. When you go to that page, then what you're going to see is you're going to see a US and Canada tab under the North America heading. You click on that tab, and it takes just a second for us to load up the US and Canada page. Here it comes now. So that's what it looks like when you get to the page. I want you to notice on the top navigation bar, there's now a different link in here, and it's right here. It's the third one over from the left side, and it says social selling, okay? I click on the social selling link, and this is the page that I arrive at right here. And you'll notice on this page that we've got three different entrants here. We've got AP24 social selling, lip plumping gloss social selling, which is coming soon, not live yet, and then other future social selling products that will be featured here on this page. And ultimately, there'll be maybe 7 or 8 of these things that'll be here. And anybody who likes one product, has a great result with that product, can go find an entire social selling campaign under one of these links. Today, the only one we have active, which we recommend everybody start with, this whitening toothpaste anyway, is the AP24 link. So I'm going to click on that link, and I'm going to show you the resources that are available to you so that you can understand how to sell toothpaste online and make money today. We have on the left side presentations. We've got a getting started presentation, a making money presentation, and a gaining momentum presentation. We're going to do this first. We'll come back and show the videos in a moment. We'll show you the before and after library and the FAQ. Let's go and download right now this presentation, the Getting Started presentation. It'll come up and ask you to download Toothpaste 1.2 presentation. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to do that, and that will download it. We'll see that show up right on the bottom of the screen, and I'll just bring up that presentation. This is a PDF document that will walk you through your first starting 7 days, starting selling toothpaste. It will take you through your first post, through your last call post, your oh my gosh post, and shipping the product, collecting payment, the whole thing. So it's really awesome. Here's how we're going to make money starting today. We want you guys to do this today. So before your first post, a couple of things to think about. One is your profile. We want you to clean it up, all right? We want you to have a picture of yourself, not your cat or your dog. We want you to have a nice background picture in there as well that says something positive about you and your family. We want to clean up your profile, no religious posts, political posts, nothing controversial, you know, and limit your posting about toothpaste to no more than 3 posts per week to begin with. And we'll give you the entire 7 days right here. If you haven't posted in a while, then you need to actually start posting so people start to follow you and look at what you're saying. And so there's things you're interested in. There's things you have common interest with other people. You can share a funny video. And what we want to do is have you start to post regularly, couple of times a day, and do that for a week or 2. And if you've not been doing that, this will be necessary for you to have people sharing their eyeballs with you and watching what you're posting and getting results. In terms of setting expectations, it's really dependent on how big your reach is. Just like we do in our offline recruiting, it's the same thing in the online recruiting. The bigger your list of names, the better off you're going to do. Same thing here. If you've got 200 followers or less on Facebook, then plan on selling about 10 tubes of toothpaste. That's great. You'll make $10 a tube, so you'll make $100 if you do that in one post. People start to get pretty excited about that. If you're at 2,000 followers or more, then you could expect to sell maybe 100 tubes or more, and you would make $1,000 right there. So you're going to want to cultivate new followers of yourself on Facebook, right? Okay, let's go now to your first post and We'll talk about how simple it is. The process is you try the product, you love it. You have your own before and after pictures. You post about it. You show the pictures. You take orders. You place your bulk order and collect the money and ship it out, right? It's a really simple process. So we're going to post your toothpaste post on your personal profile. In 24 to 48 hours, we're going to do a last call post. And then as soon as we have all the orders in, we're going to do our oh my gosh post. I can't believe how wonderful this has been. You guys have been so great to support me. So here's your first post right here. And here's a little bit you can see on the other side. You guys, if you know me, you know how much I love white teeth. Well, I found a whitening toothpaste I absolutely cannot get enough of. Been using it for 6 weeks and have never found one like it before. No peroxide, no bleach, removes stains, restores to whiteness, and is dentist recommended. Comment below or private message me to get yours with my first big order going out this weekend. Here are some results after only a few uses and my own personal results. So you take this template of words, you kind of make it your own, and then you put that basic piece in the middle, right? What the features are: no peroxide, no bleach, remove stains, perfect, dentist recommended, and there's others, right? So it's just a simple basic template. You put your before and afters there, and you post it, and the magic starts to happen. Here's another sample post, and you're welcome to use any of these templates. Here's more templates. You can cut and paste any one of these any way you'd like to do it, right? I love this one. Who wants yellow teeth? Seriously blown away by how effective this whitening toothpaste is. Everyone is getting fast results and loving it. We're placing a big order. Before we do, let us know if you want some, right? So here's some do's and don'ts. So don't be pushy, sound like a salesperson. Don't overpromise. We have people that have been posting saying that you get results in 1 day or 2 days. Don't do that. Do not say that. You don't need to say that. Tell them that they'll see results in a week and they'll see great results in 2 weeks, okay? Don't ever mention the name Nu Skin in your post or the name of the product or show pictures of the product front or back, because if you do, then you could lose those people as they go off searching online and go buy it from somebody else, which we don't want you to lose sales, right? Keep the curiosity really high so that people end up having this desire to want to follow through with you, to give you their payment details, and to go ahead and grab it. Okay, so that's what we have there. You know, share your story, fit your personality, stick with our templates first, start there, make it fun, and you'll have a great time. Posting time is important. If you want to just look closely here, you can see that there's a window in the morning, around noon, and then evenings are the best times to post. We also want to make sure that you and your team members or family members comment on your post, because once we get 10 comments, then the algorithm in Facebook will boost your post to reach 85% of your followers, okay? So it's really important that you have a plan to get 10 posts, and once that happens, you're on your way, okay? And then in terms of frequency, you have a pretty interesting thing here. We don't want to post more than 3 times a week about the business. Of course, you can post more than that about other things that you're doing and that you're excited about in your life, or things that you want to share with your family, or an event you went to, or someplace you traveled, or so forth. This is just a little tip to help you with your before and after picture. There's a app you can get from the app stores. It's called Photo Grid. Just go download that app, and then make sure you take a good before picture. Make sure you take it in the same place, same time of day, same lighting, so that it looks credible. When you do the after picture, you do the same place, same time of day, same lighting, and then we get a really good before and after, and that's going to boost your sales because the credibility of that picture will be really high. We also have a great library of before and after pictures at this website that you're welcome to use. These are just some of them, and there's a bunch there, okay? We'll continue to add. Okay, what happens as soon as you post is you're going to get comments coming in. And it's important, because this is when it gets exciting, that you handle these comments properly. The best thing to do is just to say, man, it is incredible product. I've never been so happy. But don't share the product name. Don't say it's AP24. Don't say it's a Nu Skin toothpaste. Don't share the price on your public comments. Say to people, private message me. And when you private message me, I'll just get you the information. Just PM me, and I'll be ready to send you all the details. Here are some template responses for your responding to comments and questions, okay? Feel free to copy these, make them your own words. send them back to people. Once in a while, people want to know very specific details. You can actually just copy and paste this. This is our product information page, and you can send that to the person if they've got really like deep questions, okay, about the product and so forth. Payment becomes an interesting thing too. This is so easy to do if you're in the United States. If you're in other markets like Canada, you're going to probably end up using PayPal or just maybe a bank transfer. In Europe, certainly a bank transfer is good. In the US, you've got PayPal, you got Venmo, which is super easy, and you got Facebook Pay, and you can just send a Facebook Pay request right to them since you're already in Facebook anyway, having the conversation. Super simple to do it. The money shows up in your account. Facebook charges no fees whatsoever to transfer that money into your account, so you keep it all. And here's a little bit about payment methods and how to choose and fees and what works, where they work, where they don't work, and so forth. Okay, so that's one particular slideshow right there. Okay, set of slides that will give you everything you need to post today. So what I'm going to do now is I want to just simply go back to that screen share, and I'm going to go back to our website so you can see what we're doing here. All right, so I just went through the one download, okay? That's getting started. The next one is making money. When people start to see that you paid your car payment, you made half your house payment, you made enough money to pay for groceries for a month, you paid for your children's piano lessons or their private schooling, or you're able to book a vacation. All of a sudden, people start to realize, wow, there's a business here. What you cannot do that is prohibited is you cannot show pictures of money, even if it's $1 bills. You can't show them. You can't show pictures of checks that you're waiting to negotiate that people have paid you for the product. It is critical as we talk about some of these basic things that you understand exactly what to do and not to do, because it's important that we all do the same thing so that we preserve the health of the market. We don't want to attract any kind of negative scrutiny to this business of selling whitening paste online. We want to keep it totally on the up and up, totally professional, using great material, accurate information, and the same price. So the retail price of this product is $20. The standard is that we charge $23, which would include shipping and tax. So if you're shipping this thing, you're likely going to use the United States Postal Service to do it. For $3.03, you can send a product that will get there anywhere from 2 to 4 days, anywhere in the United States through the United States Postal Service. So that's the preferred way of shipping in the U.S. In other countries, you're going to need to figure out your local shipping options. We don't have all the information on all the countries. That'll be up to you to figure that out. It's appropriate that you charge the amount for shipping and the local tax. If you have been charged tax like you are in the United States, you need to collect that tax back so you're not impacting your profit, right? So $23, including tax and shipping, is the going rate. Please, if you're shipping the product, do not sell it for less than $23. If someone's going to pick it up or you're delivering them the product, then it's $20 without that shipping, okay? So we just do those two numbers to keep it really simple, and that's what the vast majority of people are doing. All right, training videos. We've got some great training videos that we've had from Leading with Product Wednesdays on our OTG Facebook page. We've had these live broadcasts, Carla Hill, Laura Call, Rebecca Morris, and we have many others that will be coming on shortly in the next few weeks. We will continue to post all of those right here on the training video section of this social selling link on our website. And so, how to do your oh my gosh post and how to run the whole program. Lots of great things. Highly recommend you watch both of these that are posted here before you do your post later today. Before and after library, let's just check that quickly. Here's the before and afters, and we've got lots of them here, even before and afters of men with some mustache and facial hair there, right? So there's different ways you can look at doing this, and it's powerful stuff. So you can utilize these and send those along with your own. Some people want to post right away and they have confidence they're going to get results, so they can post using these as well, and that's fantastic, but that's what you want to do. Okay, the last one is the FAQ, the frequently asked questions, and this is really the only question we get. There seems to be some people that have a big concern about fluoride. Most people don't, but once in a while you'll hear, does this have fluoride? And it does. We do have fluoride in the toothpaste. We have fluoride in the right amount to strengthen your teeth and prevent cavities or caries from happening in your teeth. And so there's a lot of great information available that shows people they don't need to worry at all about fluoride, and they can enjoy some of the benefits of fluoride in terms of strengthening teeth, especially in children. Great if they brush with this, because it'll help their teeth to have really tremendous enamel. So this one right here that is published is from the American Academy of Pediatric Physicians. There's others from the National Institutes of Health, the National Cancer Institute, and many others. The ADA, American Dental Association, all recommend fluoride. So this would help. You can just send this to somebody. They can see all of these different issues. There's 5 pages of questions that are answered about fluoride, and it's just a great summary that somebody asks the question, hey, no problem. Let me send you something on fluoride. There's a lot of misperceptions and misunderstandings. I'm sure you'll get the facts here when I give you this information. So it's that easy, right? So that's what's here on the resource page under the social selling link at otg.global. Let me just close with 2 quick stories in the last couple of minutes we have left. I wanted to test this myself, and some of you say, well, it's not me. A lot of men will say, I just don't see myself doing this. I'm not going to go post that up with all my friends and contacts to like see my teeth on there, and they think that I'm doing this, right? So the fact is that you don't have to do that. There are millions of millennials, and there's millions of young millennial women that want to stay at home. And every one of you knows dozens of these people when you start to think about it. They are already on social media anyway. They're on their phone all day. They're doing this anyway. Why not get paid? Why not get paid for being on social media? You're on there anyway. They're on their phone nonstop. They can't put their phone down for 5 minutes without grabbing the phone. Your eyeballs are there anyway. Why not be in a business? You got nothing to lose. You might make money. Give it a whirl. You're going to love the product, right? So it's so easy that way. So just realize that it's about building your business. It's about finding those people that are in that demographic that are going to just love it, that are going to go for it, right? So that's what you want to think about. That's what you want to be looking at in terms of recruiting and building a business of people. It's a natural fit for them, social selling. So 2 quick stories. So about 4 months ago, I hired a person who's in her 20s. She's my social media consultant. She's an expert on social media. She has 1,200 followers or so on her Facebook account. And I didn't want to post it on mine, so I said to her, I need you to do this because we need to learn every single component of how this works. And so I had her do it. Her name's Courtney. So I had Courtney go ahead and post. She agreed that she would do it. She posted a week ago on Thursday evening. She posted at 6 p.m., one of the prime posting times. And at 6:15, she sent me a text message. And the text message said, craziness confirmed, 30 tubes in 10 minutes. Amazing, right? Within 24 hours, by the next morning, actually, less than 24 hours, she was up to 61 tubes. She's making 10. So pretty impressive. By the time she did her last call post, she was at 91 tubes. So this is a little bit above the average response that we would expect for a person with 1,200 followers, but that was her result. So all of a sudden now it's like, man, this is crazy. In her words, quote, I have never seen anything like this on social media, right? So it's an amazing thing how people are just so attracted to it. It just seems to be a very unique product that people have an interest in instantly and they want right now. So very simple to do. So we've been through that whole process. Second story. I have 4 daughters. Many of you know that. They, of course, have grown up in Nu Skin. I've not been able to convince any of them to really engage in any real direct way. I think I have my daughter, Jenny. She may be watching right now. But Jenny signed up years ago on my front line, and she primarily just used her account to purchase product for herself and her family. But with the advent of this social selling and watching what's been happening with this toothpaste, Jenny now is engaged and she's recruiting. We did a 3-way call yesterday. We have one coming up here in a few minutes today. And it's just kind of fun to work with my daughter and to watch what's happening as she's gaining traction with this social media marketing with our toothpaste and getting active in our Nu Skin business. So I've been waiting a long time for this to happen, and it's fun times. Last story, third story and final story. I was on a Facebook Live yesterday on another private page with one of my groups, and the guest speaker was a girl named Stephanie from Kentucky. And Stephanie did a phenomenal job. If you're watching, great job, Stephanie. And she just said, look, I've been doing this 8 weeks. My friend told me about it 8 weeks ago. I decided what do I got to lose? I'll just try it. She did a post. She sold dozens of tubes. She's done multiple posts, sold hundreds and hundreds of tubes. She's got other friends of hers that said, I want to do it. She's enrolled other distributors. She's qualified as an executive. And here's what she said in her words. I'm a single mom. I have a son who's 2 years old. I want to send him to a great school. The preschool is expensive, $125 a week. She said, I now have the money to pay for that from my new skin business, right? From my social selling business. I pay for his preschool every week, no problem. She said, I paid off 2 credit cards that I had big balances on, paid those off in the last 8 weeks. And I booked a vacation for my son and I, which we haven't been able to take for a long time. And I paid for it in cash. Everything's already paid for the whole vacation. She said, 8 weeks, it's been the most positive experience of my life next to having my son. She said that my confidence is boosted. Even my mother says that you are so much more happy right now. Now, I want you all to think about that in relation to somebody's attitude in starting our business. That's an attitude that we want to have because it's contagious, it's infectious, and it just happens because we've now cracked the code on this social selling. So this is super exciting. I am really, really excited about what we're doing here and how it's happening and where you guys can go with this business. Again, the traditional way we recruit is as valid as ever. This doesn't diminish our normal duplication models, our packages that we sponsor people with. It all works just like it always has. What this is an add-on on the front of the plan that literally feeds in 2 or 3 times the volume into that comp plan. And that's why we're going to make really a major, major splash in social selling. And that's because the ones that are serious social sellers that build teams of social sellers will get paid in a way they've never been paid in this industry before. And that's because Nu Skin's back-end compensation plan is the most lucrative in the network marketing world. There you have it, guys. I'm all in. I love what's happening here. We're going to see huge new explosions in our business all over the world with this social selling process. Nathan Rex signing off from Lehigh, Utah, everybody. Bye now.